Welcome.
You. Long time.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us here today for our yoga and on our live streams, TikTok Live and YouTube Live and on the replay. Star Galactica, your fairy god Sis, and Saint Joe Narcata, and our little princess Charlie. So happy to be with you. We're gonna get super galactivated today. We're gonna stretch, we're gonna breathe, we're gonna relax, we're gonna receive, we're gonna settle in. So I invite you, everyone who's joining us online today, prepare a place to join us. Find your easy seated pose, whatever that looks like for you. Head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Roll the shoulders back and down. Find your breath. Look in and up at your third eye. Close your physical eyes. As much as possible throughout this journey together today, pull all of your senses inwardly, pratyahara, into your belly, drinking in this delicious moment. And as we settle in, I'd love to share what's going on galactically. As we breathe today, we are receiving a spiritual purification in our crown chakra, Sahasrara. So I invite you to bring your awareness to the top of your form. Visualize a beautiful lotus blooming on you today. Awakening your spiritual superpowers, your wizardry, your ability to connect with the light, the fires of life, like the sun, the stars, to be in that space of alchemy where the gold within us grows out of us like a warm, rosy radiance. And those petals of our lotus begin to bloom one at a time, 1,000 petals blooming today. Straight from your heart. Let's inhale our arms, reach up to the sky. Fill up with the love of dog inside. And as we exhale, let's turn towards the right, placing that left hand on the outside, right hand back behind. Twisting, stretching your eyes. Inhaling back to center, arms up to the sky. Let's change the crossing of our legs. Maybe we can do it without using our hands. Palms together, focus on our intention. Let's bring our hands down our center line, bowing our head, connect to our heart. Breathe into the lungs. Inhale our arms up once again, reach, expand, grow, and exhale, twist to the left side. Left hand back behind. Twisting from our belly, shoulders, neck, and eyes. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale, arms up. Interlace those thumbs, lean up and back. Stretching, opening up our chest, heart. And then let's bring those hands back behind us, leaning back. Let's lift our chin, make a big smile, and make little half circles. And then let's walk our hands forward. Tucking our chin under. Connect with the earth, Mother Nature. And then let's breathe in and walk our hands up. Let's bring our hands back behind, lean back, lift those legs, point our toes, flex our toes, find our breath. Let's make some circles with our ankles, out, in. Do some zigzags with our legs. Release our hands. Find that balance. Make some circles with our wrists, fingers, ankles. And then let's bring them down and take a forward fold. Spread those toes. Tuck our chin. Ha 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 ha. Release any tension you have in your spine. Invite our body to be that living temple of our divine as our crown chakra opens today and is purified. Beautiful flower at the top of our mind. The Buddha of compassion blooming from inside. Chidizik. Let's inhale our arms up, giving thanks. And as we exhale, let's twist to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, hands to our hearts. Let's bring those soles together for Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Flap those butterfly wings. On our TikTok live, we have heart balloons floating around us. Let's reach up and then walk our hands forward. No chew. No chew. Thank you. Deep breath in through our nose. Deep exhales. Letting go. And then rising on up, let's bring those knees together. Give them a hug. And let's take our neck side to side while we do so. Breathing and stretching our eyes. Invite your divine all the way down to your root as you breathe in and out. Yoga is about union, yoking our breath, our body, our spirit, our souls, our divine, our temporal, all together. Let's take that neck up and down. Right, and stretching those legs out. Make sure we have room behind us. We're going to use our core to come on down. Interlace those fingers behind our neck. We're going to take some yogi bicycles. So let's bend that right knee in, extending that left leg, twisting so that that left elbow reaches towards that right knee. And then we're going to switch sides. Elongating the opposite leg, twisting. All right, coming back to center. Let's rock ourselves up. And then we're going to rock ourselves back into a plow with our feet back overhead, hands to our lower back. And then we could play with rocking back and forth a few times. So when we come forward, bring your feet together and your knees out for butterfly. And when we roll back, feet back overhead, hands to our lower back for plow. Excuse me, Princess Charlie. Thank you, boo-boo. And then we'll hang out in plow next time we're there. So hands to our lower back, walking those elbows in, walking those shoulders in, coming up onto our shoulders, legs are straight, feet on the ground, back behind us. And if and when you feel nice and comfortable there, you're welcome to come up into a shoulder stand with your legs straight up over your hips. Make sure you're supported by your shoulders and not stressing your neck. And feet back overhead. Rolling on up, and we're gonna play with momentum a few times to come into a squat. Okay, so we're gonna be rolling back and with our feet wide, bringing ourselves up into a squat. So let's just hang out here a little bit, take our neck side to side. Practice those big smiles. Our smile asana. All right, let's bring our hands down and lift those hips up into a forward fold. So just hanging out here. You could bring your hands to your elbows and let your head fall through your arms and just sway side to side. Breathe into that third eye, the Ajna chakra. And then let's place that left hand down on the ground and elevate that right arm up, bending that left knee, turning to look up at that right hand and smile. Deep breath in. Exhale, floating that right hand down, bend that right knee, straighten that left leg, elevate that left arm up, twisting to the left, and breathing. Be aware of your crown. Deep breath in. Exhale, folding. Bend those knees. Let's roll up. Ragdoll, one vertebrae at a time. Palms come out and up. And then let's take our feet wide and open our arms up into our victorious mudra. And just practice that feeling of triumph and victory, success, achievement, satisfaction, happiness, joy, bliss. Super friends, Galactivate! Choop, choop, choop. And then let's start to twist. So giving ourselves lots of space. Let those arms slap our bodies. Building up that chi flow, the prana, the life force in our hands. All right, coming back to center, let's shake everything out. Just hop on those heels, come up on our tippy toes. Shake up and shake down. Any tension in our shoulders, our hips. All right, and then let's bring one foot forward, right foot forward, and we're gonna swing those arms forward and back. And then we'll go all the way around. One way and the other way. All right, switching sides. Step the other leg forward. We're gonna bend into that front knee. Deep breathe. And then we'll go all the way around.
All right, come on, let's go change. We have to change first. Yeah.
One way and then the other way.
Go, come on, go, press.
Rotating the shoulders. Good. And then step forward. And then let's take those feet wide. Leaning slightly forward. We're going to take those arms open. Closed. Open. So slightly leaning forward and leaning back. Opening our lungs. Opening our palms. Just shake everything out. Let's tap on our crown, inviting this to open, our yoga. Tap on our third eye, around our eyes, inviting that higher mind to awaken. Tap on our faces, around our jaw, our muscles to balance out and soften. Tap on the back of our skull. Invite everything, the keys to open and unlock. Tap around our chest, around our arms. Invite that divine love and grace and blessings all the way down our torso, down our hips, down our legs. Balance, forward, advancement, growth, expansion, all the way up. And then imagine as we come back up, we're going to just wipe off that outer layer like a snake skin. Just going to wipe off our yesterdays. And then we'll come to a stillness in our mountain. Just standing tall. Breathe into our heart. Focus on our breath. Observe how you feel. Om Namah Shivaya. And coming to the front of our spaces. Make sure we have room behind us. Let's inhale, arms out and up. Give thanks, lean back. Exhale, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Hands come down, tuck our chin. Inhale with a flat back. Hands above or below our knees. Exhale, fold. Bend those knees, half sun salutes. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms out and up. Rising up, palms together, lean back. Hands into our hearts. Anjali Mudra, notice how you feel. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, half flat back. Hands on our shins or above our knees or below. Exhale, folding. Once again, bend those knees. Reverse swan dive, arms out and up, flat back, palms together, lean back. Give thanks. Exhale, hands into our hearts, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, hands come down, tuck that chin. Inhale, half flat back. Exhale, folding. This time we're going to bring our hands down and step back into a plank pose. Deep breath in. And then slowly lower our knees, our chest, and our chin. Inhale, peel our hearts up, cobra. Lifting up. Exhale, lowering. Curl the toes, press that plank. And then back to down dog. Lift those hips, feet step a little closer. Press into our palms, let our head fall through our arms, reach those heels down. Bend one knee at a time. Feet step to meet one another. Let's inhale our right leg up. And as we exhale, float it on forward between our hands. And let's drop that back knee down into a low lunge. Knee over our ankle. Deep breath in here. You should feel that in your back hip flexor. Deep breath. As we exhale, send those hips back, toes come up, nose towards our knee. Inhale, coming forward, bending into that front knee again. Low lunge. This time we're going to bring our arms up. And then take some cactus arms with our tongue out, lion's breath. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, lion's breath. Inhale, reach those arms tall, knee bent over our ankle. Exhale, cactus arms, lion's breath. Arms come up and then exhale them down. Once again, we're going to send those hips back, toes up, nose to knee. Deep breath here.
It's a reusable water balloon. Those things you saw on TV? Watch this.
Inhale, bending that front knee, coming back forward. Curl those back toes, lift that back knee up. Make sure our hips, our legs are hip width apart, and we're gonna come up into a high lunge this time. Arms up, we're lifting that back heel up. We're on those back tippy toes, bending into that front knee. And then we're gonna open up, cactus arms, lion's breath. Inhale, rising up. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Envision yourself a beautiful lion, powerful. Exhale. Rising on back up and bringing these hands down. Bring that back knee down so we can go back into a straight front leg, or if you'd like to take it into a full forward splits, Hanuman Asana. You can elongate that front leg forward, and if you need to just hold yourself up, support yourself, you can. Hips are squared forward, shoulders squared forward.
Tell them to come back.
Deep
So there's a
breath.
Parkinson's handicap right there. Yeah, it's just for it's just for them. No? Did you fall again?
All right. We're gonna bend this knee, heel toe, this right foot over to the left side, flexing that foot. Left leg is still back behind, coming into a pigeon. So let's square those hips forward, lifting our heart. We're on the top of that back foot, and then we'll walk ourselves forward for a sleeping swan. Just relax your back leg. Let the top of your foot be on the ground, keeping that front foot flexed. Find your breath.
Let me go inquire. Let me see where they're at. You got the girl? Ellie, don't go too far because mom can't go in with the crap that she's wearing.
Rising up. Let's swing this right leg back around, bringing ourselves into a plank pose. Deep breath here. Shifting our weight forward, lowering down either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Peeling up into a cobra or an up dog. Lifting our heart. Shoulders roll back and down away from our ears. Big smile.
She got it.
And slowly lowering down. Curl the toes, push up to plank. And back to downward dog. Hips up, feet step a little closer. Press into your flat palms.
Ellie, look at me. Listen to mom.
Head falls through our arms. Bicycling your knees, bending one knee at a time. Feet step to meet one another in our downward dog. Let's inhale this left leg up high. And as we exhale, float this foot forward between our hands and drop that back knee down for a low lunge. So our knees bent over our ankle, our back leg is back wide. Nice wide stance. Make sure your knee's over your ankle. So if you need to bring that foot forward or send those hips back. So you don't want to overextend, keep that knee back. Yeah, and just send the back leg further back. Yeah, and then come on down. Ah. Find the breath. Ah. Surrender, let go, and then let's send our hips back. Coming onto that heel, lifting our toes, nose towards our knee. Opening up the back of that leg. Deep breaths flowing. And breathing, coming forward, bending into that front knee. This time, let's inhale our arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, lion's breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, reach up one more time. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame that foot. Deep breath in here. And then send those hips back. Straighten that front leg. Come up on that heel. Tucking that chin under. Knees under our hip. Inhale, bending into that front knee, curling those back toes, lift that back knee up, feet are hip width apart, find our strength, and then we're gonna rise up into a high lunge. Yeah! Deep breath in. Cactus arms, lion's breath. Breathing in, reach tall, bend that knee over your ankle. Make sure you can see your big toes. Exhale, lion's breath. One more time, reach tall. Exhale. Inhale. And as we exhale, bring those hands down. Drop that back knee down again. And with this leg, we can either send those hips back and straighten it, or we can inchworm and come forward into our Hanuman Asana. Before we go into pigeon, we're in our forward splits. So that left leg is forward. And if you want to play with, find where your edge is, hold yourself up. Deep breath. Just following the breath. And you could just use your hands to support you. You know, just if you need to, if you're not quite there yet, just breathe and smile and ah ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Best day ever is right. One more breath here. And let's come on to the side of that hip, heel toe. Bring this left foot over to the right side, flexing that foot. Find that comfortable, juicy space for your hips. Squaring those hips forward. We're on the back of that back leg, that back foot. And then we'll walk ourselves forward for sleeping swan. Deep breaths in and out. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Taking a deep breath, beginning to rise on up. We're going to swing this front leg back. Coming once again into a plank pose. Now from here, if you'd like to play with push-ups, you're welcome to do some push-ups or just hang out with plank. You can have your knees up or down. And then we'll lower on down to the ground. Let's reach back and interlace our fingers, pull back, lift our shoulder, lift our heart. And hands down, peel our heart up, lift. And lower down, curl the toes, push back up through plank, and one more downward dog. Inhale, look forward between our hands, come up on our tippy toes. And at the bottom of our exhale, walk, hop, or float our feet forward to meet our hands. Inhale, lift our spine flat back. Exhale, folding. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms out and up. Palms together, lean back. And hands in our hearts. Just notice how you feel. From here, let's just find our balance. We're gonna lean into our right leg and just reach back and grab that left leg. Bend that knee and just pull it in. Oh my God. Stretching that quad. And then from here, we can take this right arm, elevate it up, and begin to lean forward, pressing that foot into our hand and lifting that knee up and that arm up for a Natarajasana. And coming back to center, let's shake out this left leg and your hands. And then balancing on that left side now. Bending this right knee, reach back, grab that leg, keeping those knees together, pull in and stretch that quad. And then from here, we'll lift this left arm, begin to hinge forward, kicking this leg up, lifting that arm up, lifting our gaze up, balancing breathing. And releasing, shaking it out. Right. Let's inhale our arms out and up, take our feet wide, palms together, and as we exhale, let's squat on down to the ground. And then bringing our hands down, you can play with a crow pose, so balancing here, lifting your hips up and balancing your knees on your upper arms. Or you can play with a tripod headstand if you would like to. So just putting your crown down on the ground and playing with your balance. You can play with just putting your crown on the ground just to feel it connect. On our Wizard Crown Chakra Purification Day. And then if you want to play with the tripod placement, you can make a little triangle between your head and your hands so you can see your hands, and then straighten your legs and put your knees on your upper arms. You could just play with balancing here and gazing at that third eye. Visualize that 1,000-petaled lotus blooming today. And then we'll meet in child's pose when we're ready. Just stretched out on the ground. let's take our arms up and over to the right side. Stepping them over our thighs. And walking our hands up and over our thighs over to the other side. Stretch out the opposite side of our bodies.
I don't know what it is, but it's alive.
I got jellyfish, get back! It's a shark! Go see it, hurry up! Like there's some pack with people in the
And coming on back to center, let's walk on up. And we're gonna flip our legs around, bring it down into a fish pose. If you need to take a drink of water or anything, right now is a good time.
There, you look, are you gonna come investigate too, Zoe?
She's staying shut.
Yeah. That's her special little princess room. So we're gonna elongate our legs and bring our hands down so they're just at the top of our glutes, and come down onto those forearms, pointing our toes. And our arms are underneath us. We're gonna lift our heart and lean that crown back. Leaning back so we maybe even bring our top of our head to the ground while lifting our heart up and looking through that third eye to release our neck, our throat, our spine.
Oh, you caught it? No, we found it in the water.
Big smile, deep breath.
Ready, my friend? I got it. Fill up.
It's moving.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's a lot of here. Oh, it's a surprise.
Oh, he touched the water mom and said, nope.
And then releasing, coming onto our back sides. From here, we'll bend our knees and cross that right knee over the left, pulling our legs in. Making some circles with our ankle.
Alex, why don't you want to wash your hair?
One direction, the other direction.
That's only if it was
And then we'll
inside.
extend this right arm and shoulder up and back and drop our knees over to the left. Taking a deep twist.
Leave it alone, guys.
Find your breath.
Yes. I said yes.
Inhaling, coming back to center. Hug those knees in. And as we exhale, we'll cross that left knee over the right, squeezing those knees in, extending that left arm and shoulder to the left side, and then guiding those knees across the body to the right, turning that upper body towards the left, taking that deep twist.
Ellie,
Find your breath.
go get your bucket. Your bucket's the pink one. Margarita, Margarita, can you see if her bucket's empty? Take it out. It's just a ball. Make sure they can dive around the water. Oh, I was like, damn, how's he gonna? And then she grabbed that piece of rock. Wait, Alexander. Careful.
Coming back to center, hug it in. And now body scan time. Use your mind's eye, scan your body. If there's any other movements that you need, anything else you'd like to give to yourself before we go into our final resting pose, whether it's a bridge pose or figure 4 or wheel or half baby. Or getting some water or something to cover your eyes. Anything you need to prepare to enter into our final state of rest. And whenever you're ready, we're going to bring ourselves down onto our back side, head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Arms and legs falling open and away from our body out to the side. Bring your gaze, your drishti, in and up at that third eye point. And then allow your physical eyes to close. Breath, your body to fall away. Melt into the stillness and the silence beyond the sounds. And we'll be back in a little bit for our galactivation.
Can I throw that rock at it, please? It'll skip really good.
As you rest and receive, there's a spirit of bliss, washes over like a stream, envelops you in this. Simply relaxing, let go and just be, melting, you're floating in source energy. The oneness above this and so deep below, within and surrounding us, awakens like glow. An inner effervescence illuminates inside as this powerful presence awakens the divine. Om Namah Shivaya. Your body receiving the spiritual energy, your mind transforming as a vessel of peace. Your life is becoming filled with grace and with ease, like a beautiful crystal geyser or an effulgent flowing stream. You are one with the ocean, the rivers of source. You are energy in motion. You are eternal love that pours. You are the faith that moves mountains as you walk every step on this beautiful life fountain. You are abundantly blessed. this place we receive, transform in this space of the alchemy. As we deepen our breath and start to perceive our inner body present and healthy, wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes, stretching, yawning, awaken and grow, reaching our arms, stretch up overhead, and then guiding our knees into our chest, giving ourselves a hug, affirming success, then rolling onto our side like a newborn fetus. And whenever we're ready, taking our time, coming back up to seated with our head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Just sitting in our enlightenment, in our Buddhahood, sitting in our yoga, in that quietude. A few more deep breaths as we rest and arrive, as we are fully transformed as human divine. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhaling our arms up to the sky, palms together one more time, pulling them together down the center line, pausing in front of our heart on the inside, bowing to this center, body, spirit, soul, mind, connecting here together, seeing and feeling that inner light shine. Divine in me, divine in thee, one light line, one energy stream. Magical words, please say it with me. Namaste. And super friends, Galactivate! Chip, chip, chip! Yay, you're welcome. And then we give ourselves a big hug, Hugalution. Give your friend a hug or a dog a hug. And give today a hug. Aw, fill up with love. Hugalution, spread the love. Wear the love like a badge around you at all times, like heart-filled balloons.
Every day you over there.
We are here on the beach Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays we are out on the sand at 10:30. Monday through Friday we're here, usually around 11:30, and then on Saturdays we are out there.
Bye.
Namaste, YouTube.